In this third and final tip on composite position tolerancing, we will look at the effect of repeating the primary and secondary datum feature references in the lower segments of a composite tolerance.
Whoa, you might think this is overkill of composite tolerancing, but we have had customers that required this level of control. Let's walk through it. Remember that the lowest segment of a composite tolerance, in fact any of these three segments, main purpose is to control the holes better to each other. If I repeat the datums, they're there for orientation only. So this last one is the tightest refinement on controlling the location of the holes to one another. Keep them in line. This segment, since it references A, means that the holes have to remain parallel to A within point 1. The diameter symbol is here because it also is controlling the holes with respect to one another. If we didn't have this lowest segment, this would be the one keeping them coaxial, and that is a cylindrical tolerance zone. The same is true for this one, but now we've repeated both A and B. So what we're trying to do is keep the pattern of holes parallel to the plane established by A and B, in other words, the second plane of the datum reference frame. And the upper segment is controlling the location on the part of these two holes relative to the datum reference frame. So if I animate this, the holes have to stay in line, as you can see down in this view. They're allowed to float within the point 4 relative to A, but they have to remain parallel within point 1. If we look in this view, we're seeing the plane established by A and B. And the holes have to remain parallel in this view within point 25, as well as staying in line with each other. And to make sure that the holes don't float off the part, we have the position of point 4, which is locating the holes, and we see that down in this lower view. So the holes are free to float around within the point 4 as long as they stay in line with each other, remain parallel to the plane established by datum feature A within point 1, and parallel to the plane established by datum features A and B within point 25.
Like it or not, this is how to control location and orientation of patterns of features. The more you use composite tolerancing, the easier it will be. If you need help getting started, contact us, because at Tec-Ease, GD&T rules. I'll see you next step.